Hey, how's it going, folks? ET here with another tutorial. This one, we're focusing on how to improve your Japanese, how to study, how to build that vocabulary list. But we're going to focus on using the web and some free tools out there that'll help you build a vocabulary list of things that kind of interest you. So, for example, I like cars, I like computers, I like Macintoshes and things like that. So, sometimes I go to these Japanese articles and I'm reading and I'm like, whoa, what is that kanji? What is that? What do those Chinese characters mean? And to save me time, I use a plugin which is called Rikaikun. And what this does is it allows you to actually, once you install it, it allows you to view what the kanji breakup means in the English definition. And also, if there's hiragana or katakana, you can actually see the meaning. So it's a good way to read Japanese sites with maybe you don't want to study Japanese, but at least you want to get the basic gist of it. It's a really good way. So I already have this installed. And once you have it installed, you can actually, let me close this window here. You click on the little plugin activator here. And once it's activated, you have some keyboard shortcuts that you can use. And I'm only going to do one. So what I want to do is I want to hover over this kanji here. And this one is Teihen. Or maybe these two here. That's, of course, Nihon, Nippon for Japan. And let's go down to the description. There's some cool ones here, like Omoshiroi is right here. Omoshiroi, roi. Interesting, amazing. And what is this one? Zehi, certainly, without fail. And this one is to think, or omou, or omotara. What's this one? Kohyo, high reputation, esteem. Atai, price, cost, value. What is this one? Todoku, register. Things like that. So you can kind of get the idea. But so this is a really good channel too if you want to practice Japanese, because Hiko Simon has just started doing this Nippon Watch, where he does completely in Japanese. So you gotta actually be on your game, or as you can see here, he's gonna let people do subtitles. Okay, so I like Macintoshes, and I have a link to an IT site in Japanese. It's called itmedia.co.jp/news, and I usually go to personal computers, or pasokon. You can see it right there, pasokon. So personal computer. I click on that, and then I'm interested in Macs and iPads and iPhones, so I'll click on that. And what I'll do is I'll find an interesting article that I want to know things about. Let's see, for example, I guess we'll look at this Parallels desktop one here. And what I'll do is I'll go through the vocabulary, and I'll highlight the ones that I'll highlight pretty much all of them, all the kanji. And taio, so interaction, correspondence, copy with, dealing with, support. So what you do is you hit there's some shortcuts here. You hit the C key, and it copies all of these to your clipboard. So I hit the C key, and what I do is I'll open up a spreadsheet. So I'll use numbers, or I'll use Google Spreadsheet, or Open Office, anything you can get for free or cheap, or can with your computer. Let's do a new blank one, and then I'll just Control V or paste, and bam, look at that one. You got perfectly organized. And what I like about this is to kind of reinforce the learning of this kanji. I usually leave these things here so I can actually practice writing them. So it's a pretty cool system. You can just keep building up your vocabulary list. So let's look for another word. And this one here is kome, which is rice, or it means America, be. So in this sense, in this context, it means America. Let's see what else we got here. Chasse, or doshas. I guess that would be doshase, I'm guessing. So company or firm. Kaso, imagination, supposition, virtual. So you're reading about virtual desktop, so it's definitely not imagination. It's a virtual, and then the katakana here is desktop soft, desktop software. And if you want to, you can copy those as well. But I'm usually more interested in the kanji themselves. So I'll hit the C key, go back to my spreadsheet down here. Just click on a box in the next row, and then do Command V or Control V on Windows, and paste it away. And of course, this plugin is for Chrome. There's also one for Firefox if you use that browser. So pretty cool, huh? Okay, so that's kind of my my tip. It's an easy way to build your vocabulary. If you, for example, like when I started, I was really into Japanese cars, like drift cars. So I'd get all the option magazines and buy them, and then have to go in my dictionary and look up what these weird things, these characters that normal Japanese people know what they read, but the meaning, in automotive and sports car tuning would be kind of different. But the more I read them, the more I looked at the pictures, watched option videos, the vocabulary started sinking into the brains. And it was much more fun to watch drift videos and read drift magazines, car magazines, than it was to read about, Joe Schmo in the Japanese book going to the hospital. And you do need that kind of stuff too, but to keep your interest going, you definitely want to study some stuff that, piques your interest. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below. I'm not fluent in Japanese, but I lived there for like 8 years or so, and I've been studying a long time off and on. But, to build my lists, my vocabulary lists, recently I've been using this method. So if you have another method that works better for you, or you might recommend for me, drop that in the comments as well, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace and aloha.